On January 8, 1943, FBI agents and an Office of Alien Property officer entered a 10th-floor suite at the Hotel New Yorker and removed every notebook, drawing, and schematic Nikola Tesla owned. 8 months later, a sealed file inside Project Rainbow listed 3 of those drawings. Wireless power towers as active reference material. The drawings were not abstract theory. They detail a resonant transmission tower, a successor to Wardenclyffe, scaled larger, fed by a different oscillator, and footnoted with marginal calculations no biographer of Tesla has ever published. The Rainbow file logged them under a working header: Tower Geometry, Candidate Test Bed. Project Rainbow was the Navy's classified electromagnetic shielding program at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. Its public legacy is degaussing, protecting hulls from magnetic mines. Its private archive, declassified piece by piece across 80 years, contains something else. A parallel research thread that pulled Tesla's recovered schematics directly onto a wartime workbench. 3 blueprint sheets are described in the Rainbow inventory by their Tesla cabinet codes: TC-114, TC-117, and TC-119. Each shows a stepped disc resonator stack feeding a vertical mast, roughly 187 feet tall. Annotations in Tesla's left-handed script reference a target frequency near 12 kilohertz and a ground coupling depth he never published in any patent filing. Tesla died alone on January 7, 1943, in room 3327. Within 12 hours, the Office of Alien Property custodian sealed the suite. Within 36, FBI Special Agent Frank Rowland signed the inventory. Trunks, technical notebooks, and rolled drawings, 80 crates total, were trucked to the Manhattan Storage and Warehouse Company on East 52nd Street. 3 weeks later, Dr. John Trump, MIT's chief electrical engineer and the FBI's go-to consultant, was flown to the warehouse to evaluate the cache. His memo, dated January 28th, runs 3 pages. It dismissed most of the papers as speculative. It also listed on page 2 a sealed packet he was specifically instructed not to open. That sealed packet is where the Rainbow Trail begins. The packet's external label, photographed in 1980 during a routine FBI archive transfer, reads only, Wardenclyffe Dilso. Do not reproduce. 6 months after Trump's review, the Navy logged a packet matching that exact dimension and weight into the Philadelphia Yard's Project Rainbow Secure Cabinet. The Rainbow Lab itself occupied a converted machine shop near Pier 4. 8 engineers, 2 physicists, and a rotating naval research laboratory liaison worked behind double-locked doors. Their published mandate was hull invisibility to magnetic ordnance. Their internal memos, released in a 2019 FOIA batch, mention a separate workstation labeled simply Tower Bench. On October 28, 1943, the destroyer escort USS Eldridge was anchored at the Philadelphia Yard. Witness accounts from dock workers, collected by Carlos Allende and later corroborated by 2 ship's company sailors, describe a green haze surrounding the vessel for roughly 17 minutes. The Navy's official log reads only, degaussing test, normal parameters. Here is where the Tesla schematics matter. The coil arrangement around the Eldridge, described in the foil release test diagram, uses the same stepped disc resonator stack drawn on TC-117. The frequencies cited in the test memo cluster near 11.8 kilohertz. Tesla's blueprint annotation called for 12. The match is too tight to be coincidence. 12 years later, in 1955, a man calling himself Carlos Allende began writing to author Morris Jessup. He claimed to have witnessed the Eldridge test from the deck of the SS Andrew Furus Seth. His letters named 2 crewmen, described the field geometry, and used a phrase no civilian could have invented, the Allende M experiment. In 1957, 3 copies of Jessup's book arrived at the Office of Naval Research, mailed anonymously, every page covered in 3 colors of marginal annotation. ONR took the package seriously enough to commission the Varo Manufacturing Company in Texas to produce 127 reprints, annotated, classified, distribution only, and circulate them to Navy intelligence offices. The Varo annotations describe a device they call the M experiment. It uses, in their words, a pair of resonant inductors driven against a 3rd grounded coil. Geometry identical to TC-119. One annotation reads, "Vessel was inside the tower's calculated null." Another 3 pages later, Tesla's 87-foot mast scaled down to bracket a hull. John Trump never spoke publicly about the Tesla cache after 1943. In a 1976 letter to a colleague, surfaced in the MIT archives only in 2014, he wrote one telling sentence: "The speculative material I declined to review is not my province." Whether it works is a separate question entirely. He was 89. He never said which packet. The Navy's 2019 Project Rainbow release runs 412 pages. 47 are fully redacted. The redaction rationale, repeated verbatim across all 47, is Exemption B1, National Defense Classified Material currently in force. 83 years after the Eldridge test, the originating authority for that classification has never been declassified either. The blueprint sheets are not in the released set. In 2008, a group of independent engineers at the Tesla Science Center in Shoreham, New York, reconstructed a quarter-scale model of Wardenclyffe's resonant base. Their measured ground coupling depth came in at 11.6 kilohertz, within margin of the rainbow file annotation. None of them have ever been allowed to view the TC series blueprints. They asked. The Navy declined, which leaves the open question. The rainbow inventory listed 3 blueprint sheets and 1 sealed packet. The Varo Edition references a 4th diagram nobody has ever produced. The 2019 FOIA release includes neither. Somewhere, in a Navy storage facility cleared to handle pre-1950 classified material, those drawings, if they exist, are still in a cabinet. Tesla's body of work, by official decree, was returned to his estate in 1952. The cache that mattered never left federal hands. Whether the Rainbow team built anything from those blueprints or merely studied them, the documents themselves are still inside the wall. What do you think the Navy is sitting on? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe for more cases like this one.